because he bagged 2 penalties and 1 wonder goal and didn't win the tournament, you're going to bring that to Henry's door?
Casemiro at school, you can go. We'll win another Champions League. They said he was my shield.
You trying to tell me he doesn't make tackles? Come on.
For me, my final nail in the coffin.
Who would you take at Chelsea
Which
next
was
week? Who
the
would
best
you take at
defense.
Chelsea
You've
next
had
week?
experience.
Which was the best
question.
of individual performances, big moments. I think he's already surpassed
You think he'll become an icon?
This guy's doing the
Rudiger is the
man
best
thing. Don't
defender in the
fall
world.
for it.
For an old head to do this.
Let's shut it down.
Hot debates at the chicken shop. Me versus Matisse versus Turkish. If you're a real man, we go volcano for volcano. And let's see who comes out on top.
You're beautiful.
We'll keep this in.
Yes, people, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another hot debates where 2 contestants will debate a topic and their job is to convince the judge they are right. The judge decides the winner and the judge also decides who eats the infamous volcano sauce. This video is powered by our friends right here at the Chicken Shop. Chicken Shop are proud to serve London's best fried chicken with over 10 years of experimenting to create the perfect crunch and the perfect flavors. Serving up burgers, tenders, wings, and handcrafted dips, Chicken Shop is rated London's #1 for fried chicken on Google, and they're proud to serve halal. They have 6 restaurants across London, so make sure you check them out. We are here in Camden. Come try the brand new Biscoff Banoffee milkshake and the taste test right here, Matisse. What's it saying? Because you finished half of it already.
Yeah.
That kind of speaks for itself. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even realize it was brand new until now. So beautiful, wonderful, yeah.
There you go. Speaks for itself. Half of the milkshake done, but to be honest, he should be saving it for this. That's what he's gonna need. Alright, cool. You two are on the hot seats. First topic comes because you was both asked for your top 5 midfielders of all time. And the topic is Lampard versus Kroos.
Yes.
Dare I ask, who put Lampard ahead of Kroos?
Shameless, as always.
Can I ask something first?
Go for it.
How have you two managed to have both of those midfielders in your top 5?
Well, I'm going based upon what I've watched. So I'm not going pre-2002. You know, I'm going to stick to
That's
the...
fair.
Yeah,
You're
I
OG
agree.
though.
No, for me, I agree. I think even looking at the more recent players, you look at the magnitude of the achievements that Kroos, Modric, the guys even through the Spain teams have been involved in.
Yeah.
A lot of the OGs, I feel like sometimes some of us old heads, we let the nostalgia cloud our judgment and listen, we've got to get with the times, as they say.
We're back, people, and I'm going to use this as an indicator throughout the debate. Listen, don't pay too much attention to it because I might forget to move it toward Fuad. I might forget to move it toward
I'll
Matisse.
remind you.
We've got about 5 minutes for them to debate, and then they're going to have 10 seconds each to nail it down, and then it's up to me to pick the winner.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to back their boy first?
You know what? I want to hear what you've got to say about this because for me, I feel like this is kind of a real debate that kind of lets me know about how someone understands the game of football.
Oh.
So I'm curious to hear your case on Frank
He's
Lampard.
come on violence today. I don't know why. It's off season. You know what I'm saying? Pre-season hasn't even started. I'm not ready. But you know, I'm here regardless. Listen, I think Lampard, I just think he gets overlooked a lot. I don't know whether it's because Xavi doesn't say his name in a press conference when he's speaking about English midfielders. I don't know what it is. But this guy, in my opinion, from watching him, I'm going from, obviously, yes, early Roman era, back end of pre-Roman, 2005 Ballon d'Or, 2nd place, all the way to, let's go, Champions League winning in Munich with Chelsea in a double pivot next to Mikel. I think that's a great time span to say serious body of work. Consistently every single year, giving you goals, giving you assists, game changer, turning up in big moments, whether it's his mum passing, penalty against Liverpool, whether it's the clip dink at Nou Camp, whether it's the... And people will feel English midfielders are P&P or they're road runners or, you know, they don't have the Spanish tech. Lampard wasn't...
He was an IQ man.
He was an IQ player. He was very durable and he didn't get injured and he didn't have those issues and he could get through the 90 minutes in a great way. But he wasn't some big physical, you know, he wasn't gifted physically like a Pogba, he's mentioned it before, like a Toure, a Gerrard. He was a guy that got around, but he used his brain and he arrived on time. And people will say, oh, he's just a goal merchant. But like I said, when he dropped into that double pivot,
England win the Euros or what?
Nah, mate, it's not happening.
no chance.
Sorry to
Who's
let you
win
down.
that?
Who's winning it?
Huh?
Who's win that?
Who's going to win? Spain. Yeah, that's my sweepstake. So that's what I'll go
You
with.
think so as well?
Spain, Germany. Yeah, I'll go with him.
Yeah.
Spain,
Yeah, good shout.
Nice one. Thank you.
Portugal.
Maybe. Nah, probably not.
In enjoy that.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Appreciate
Nice
it.
one.
You're beautiful.
Will we keep this in?
You're beautiful. It's true.
Oh, it's like,
So you're
are we in Box Park?
fine
Yeah, we're keeping this in.
in
I'll be
a
real.
crowded place. And I don't know what to do.
What a voice.
Because I'll never be with
Don't encourage. Don't
Security.
encourage. Don't encourage this. Don't encourage
Shut
this.
up.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want Lampard to win this debate anymore. I don't think I want Lampard to win this debate anymore. I'll be real. After that, I just remembered what the.
He said English midfielders
Yeah,
and boom. There we go. I love it.
I just remembered what. England. Yeah. Do you know what? Tony Kroos. Tony Kroos.
Apologies, people. Rudely interrupted there, but it is not coming home. Matisse, it did sound like you was rounding off your debate, so I'm going to pass it over to Fuad.
Yeah.
Time to
And
clap
look,
back.
what he said there was all pretty nice, pretty cute, talking about the dink, talking about, he knows multiple languages and high IQ, and he also sounds like he's speaking about Tony Kroos there, if I'm not mistaken. When you talk about longevity, when you talk about consistency, and he talked about Lampard being underappreciated at the start, I don't think there is a player that is more underappreciated than Tony Kroos, in my opinion. Because when you even talk about the 2014 World Cup winning side, Tony Kroos was hands down one of the best players at that tournament. But people always mention Thomas Muller's goals, Ozil's assist, Neuer being outstanding. He always gets brushed aside. When people talk about Madrid's Champions Leagues, 5 of them, I don't know how many players you lot can name with 5 of them. It's cute that 2012 one, that Drogba dragged Lampard to, but 5 of them, Tony Kroos's fingerprints
The captain
all
was dragged.
over them, all over. Sorry, who scored the equaliser? Yeah, who scored the game-winning penalties? It was Drogba. That was Drogba's final.
credit
The
check.
big final hurrah. I know you.
Credit to the double pivot
one.
shield in the
Lampard, your
defence with
team. Lampard's
no
team was
Terry.
2018. It's my turn, isn't it? It's my turn, isn't it?
This is out of the debate.
Hey, 2008 was Lampard's final. That was the one, but it didn't quite get there. Tony Kroos crosses the line every time. Madrid, the Galactico era, the previous one, do you remember? They never used to really win titles. Tony Kroos has delivered 4 of them. So for me, it's like when you talk about success, when you talk about quality, class, and I agree, he might not have the goals. And goals are the things that I feel like nowadays with the GA era that we live in, everybody puts that over everything. But behind those goals, there's someone pulling the strings. And that genius, that puppeteer, that mastermind, that brain, that's Tony Kroos for me. And that's the thing that I feel like Lampard for me wasn't that midfielder. Lampard was more of an advanced, a goal scorer. But when you talk about midfielders, controllers of the game, guys who can run a game single-handedly, Tony Kroos is one of them.
I don't want to compare brains, but I just feel like Lampard is extremely intelligent as well. I don't think you get through one of the most, because you're talking about Real Madrid and they're incredibly ruthless, and it's an incredible achievement to stay there during that whole time and not be displaced.
It's not just stay there.
But Chelsea, you're bringing in your Balaks, you're bringing in your Makaleles, you're bringing in your Essiens, you're bringing in your Ramirez.
And they're doing all your actual midfield work.
Let's not do that.
They're doing
Let's
your
not do
running.
that because
They're doing your defending.
Lampard was
You see me? Casemiro at school, you can go. We'll win another Champions League. They said he was my shield. This season, Modric has been sitting on the bench more time. They said there was a tandem. Because that's the Xavi Iniesta. There was a tandem. Kroos, Modric, that's a tandem. This season, Modric has sat on bench. Another Champions League. And guess what? In the final, you see Carvajal's header. Guess who delivered the corner? Only Mr. Tony Kroos himself.
This is a high press,
Listen,
Matisse.
we're talking in our final year of our career at 34. We're going on a Ballon d'Or charge. That's Zidane realm.
Lampard has paired up with multiple midfielders.
Final year Ballon d'Or
different
charges.
seasons.
Come on, brother.
You ruined it.
Hold on. Every single season at Chelsea, right? You're pairing up Lampard with multiple midfielders. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's Ballack and he wants to crash the box. No problem. Lampard can do a little bit more dictating. Let's not sit here and pretend that Lampard has survived in a Chelsea team of Roman Abramovich, who is chopping managers. And this is the thing, changing managers constantly, changing identities, changing systems every year and still managing to hold down the fort in that midfield. And of course he's dropping back to dictate. Of course he's winning tackles and interceptions. He's not playing in a free role. He's not getting carried. Let's not do that.
I don't know about
no,
that.
let's not do
you
that.
Remember Lampard with the tackle circus? You were
You know
trembling
what?
them years.
And again, let's not do this. Hold on. This is what we do in England. This is what we do in England. If your knees aren't dirty and you're not making slide tackles and you're not getting the grass all up on your socks,
Does that.
you're not making a tackle. You see Lampard nipping it off a player, being in the right place at the right time, just taking it quickly, popping it off. You trying to tell me he doesn't make tackles? Come on.
For me, my final nail in the coffin.
Your final nail can come in the 10 seconds you both have to round this round.
All right, I got my final.
You got 10 seconds, reel it off now.
This, I don't know when this is coming out, but the Netherlands have played or will play Turkey. That brother is against you. I've been with you the whole time, and that's why you should vote for me.
He just tried to do some nonsense there. But what I will say is, on a footballing scale, Lampard has never done what Toni Kroos has done on an international scale.
It's a tough one. I came here of the belief one edges the other. The debate was stronger for the person that I believe is just behind the person I think edges it. I'm going to have to give it to Lampard.
That's biasism. No way. No way. How? Good luck. Based on what? There you go. You see, it was that last line. That Netherlands Turkish line.
Like I said, I think your debate was stronger, surprisingly, because he's Chelsea, and I thought it would have been. But for me, Lampard stole the headlines, whereas at now the tail end of Kroos' career, he's a legend.
Yeah.
People are talking about he's gone under the radar, whereas Lampard, that made the difference for me. He took the headlines at times. You're right, Drogba.
Bolton
you're
away.
right, Makelele. You're right, other players were around him, but Kroos had the same thing. I just think that Lampard just managed to steal more headlines over his career, and I think that makes the difference for me.
100%.
So Fuad, sorry, but you're the first person today that's going to have to go for the volcano. So
Come true.
Here.
Come true.
It's up to you. Chicken strips.
I'm going tender, man. You know me, man.
Tender, yeah?
Let
So
me
no
get
more
tender.
Matisse, you can have another sauce. They got
samurai sauce. If you're a real man, we go volcano for volcano.
I don't know, man.
If you're a real man, we go volcano for volcano. Look at that dip. That's a big dip as well.
I haven't eaten today. I'm just here to enjoy my meal.
You're saying you're not going volcano for volcano, no?
Real men out here.
I don't know.
He's not from the real men era, though.
It depends. Well, I'm gonna have to sit back in the seat at some
Lampard
point.
was real men era, you know.
Yeah, listen, I know.
Okay.
I know. What's it taste like?
Volcano.
Let me let you do it first. How's it? Good? Yeah?
Fuad is enjoying.
You okay?
Have you been here before?
Nah, how about my be here? Trust me.
Let me give it a go.
Let us know in the comment section as well who you think won the debate. Is there bias from me, Kroos or Lampard? Give us your opinions as well.
Alright.
You had enough of that, yeah?
I
it's lovely.
I had 2 dips in
What
that.
sauce did you go for?
I did get volcano, yeah?
You don't? No, I didn't see you though.
I respect
I
that.
can't lie. This looks
That's
like
the lid.
This looks like it's untouched though.
No, it's
Alright.
not.
At least
Let
with
me
Fuad,
get a proper dip.
I can see the
Bro,
scrape
come
of
on.
the dip. Like,
Come on.
Your one looks like it's just been a.
The camera's rolling. It's actually not that. It's not
There
like
we
too
go.
hot. It's
That's
not too hot.
proper.
That's it.
Lovely.
You know Matisse can't handle the spice as
Volcano
well,
for
so.
volcano. That's round 1 done, people. We're going to shuffle it about and go into round 2. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Love for the love.
Moving on to the main course, and it is a fiery debate. We've got the volcano sauce ready to go if anybody's slipping up. But it is the big debate of Saliba being the world's best defender right now, and Turkish LDN is ready to stand on that statement, and Fuad is here to argue against it. So boys, who wants to start with this one?
Well, I can't lie. I think it's harder to argue against Saliba being the best.
Against.
So I'm going to let you go first.
For me, that's already outlandish. We're
How are you
starting
so
because,
shocked?
listen, I love Saliba, and I think a lot of Saliba's love definitely has some recency bias to it. For me, anyway. I think when we talk about best centre backs in the world right now, it's hard for me to ignore Rudiger.
Yeah.
The big dog, Rudiger, the big stages for Germany, for Real Madrid, what he's done this season, the way he's locked up Haaland. We saw what we saw.
Yeah.
And even, it's not just this year. Rudiger's been doing this for about 4 years now. The only time we don't see this maybe when Rudiger's out injured. But every time Rudiger's been available for the past 2 or 3 years for me, easily one of the best centre-backs in the world, and in this year has cemented that spot. Even if you don't want to talk Rudiger, I give you Araujo at Barcelona, who I think is a top defender. Now, has Bozo moments. Obviously, people will remember.
Araujo made you bring this over there.
People will remember. People remember the red card in the Champions League. But this guy, I'm telling you now,
he's good.
He is a top defender. And if you're talking Saliba, how far ahead is he? I'm sorry. I'm looking at Araujo. You've been doing this more.
So you put him ahead.
He's put
Ruben Diaz as well.
Araujo,
Let's not forget. So I'm giving you. I'm giving you
trouble.
3 names. Rudiger is at the top of the list. I'm giving you. Then you've got Diaz. You've got Araujo. Saliba has guys to contend with before he can even chat to Rudiger. So all of this Saliba chat.
The Rudiger start was strong, but
I'll be honest,
bro. I'm sorry. I've given you 3 solid names.
Okay, Araujo. I'm not gonna bother arguing that because in my opinion, I like him. He's good, but Saliba tops him. Now we're talking Rudiger and who else did you
Ruben
mention?
Diaz.
Diaz. Okay, them two have been at the 2 best clubs in the last 3 years. You also mentioned recency bias. What more can it be other than recency? Saliba's 2? 23? He's only had the 3rd season in the Premier League. Of those 3 seasons, he was the best twice.
And guess
People
what?
tried to argue 2 seasons
Ruben,
ago, but last season he was definitely the best, if not top 2 the season before.
You know what Ruben Diaz was doing in his first season? Came and improved City's defence. Premier League title.
Can I ask,
Champions League the next
what's
year.
more difficult to do? Because
Do you see the difference?
I hear that.
What's more
And it was
difficult
like
to do?
impact. You saw the difference Diaz made. So
100%,
I understand the
because
difference Saliba made.
after
But Diaz has done that as well.
After Company, there was a little struggle. Diaz come in and he kind of settled the shit. But it's Man City, it's Pep Guardiola. Now remember where Arsenal's defence was. And yes, over time, Ben White comes in, Gabriel comes in.
Oh, come on, Gabriel.
But our defence didn't calm down. Our defence didn't calm down.
Days.
And Gabriel
That's another name.
Gabriel didn't
Gabriel's
start
better?
improving to what we're seeing now until Saliba was his partner. So
This
big up
season-
Rudiger, but for me, Rudiger is best suited as Saliba's partner. Big up Diaz, in my opinion, he's not touching Saliba or Rudiger. So I'll give you the Rudiger
What does
argument.
Saliba have over them?
But age.
Oh, come on. Just because you're born a couple years later, man, want to
But
be
his
better.
quality- Who's the best right
his
now?
quality is up there with them at this age.
I don't know.
At this age,
I
He's very
think
different. He's
potentially
different to
we can
Rudiger,
see
right?
it.
He's different to Rudiger in
Yeah.
terms of the style of defending. So that's why I think they'd complement each other perfectly.
Yeah.
And it might come down to which style you prefer. But if we're talking modern football, if we're talking a boss in defence in terms of the modern aspect, I think Rudiger's character is more of an old school centre-back box, the Puyols, that era. Saliba just calmly
I think
plays
you
out
underrate
the back.
Rudiger's
He calmly
passing ability as
defends.
well.
The way he tackles, it's not like he's ever breaking a sweat. Saliba just does everything
But guess
in his
what?
own way, in his own style. And now he's broken into the France team. As we sit here now, they've conceded only 1 goal in this Euro tournament. They are still in the tournament because of their defence. Now, all that narrative about Konate, Deschamps not starting, that's gone now. He is France's best central defender. France are one of the best nations in world football.
Rudiger and Ruben Diaz, this tournament, have been doing the exact same for Portugal and France. Still in the tournament, keeping clean sheets. And them two individually as well have actually had incredible tournaments.
this is where
Do you know the other thing as well?
this is
You
where
just
the
defeated your own
experience-
argument. Because what is this conversation? Who is the best defender?
Right now.
Man's talking to me about ball playing and all
Is
this
this
and
Ru-
that.
is this-
When we talk about raw defenders, he said it himself. Rudiger is ahead.
he said
Raw.
he said he'll give him that.
Raw.
He said he'll give him that.
That's a
We're
different
talking
style
best
of
defender, right?
We are.
And he just mentioned that Rudiger and Diaz are doing similar.
Yeah.
Saliba's been the best centre-back in the tournament, in my opinion. But this is Saliba's first starts at this level for
True.
France.
True.
Rudiger's been there. Diaz has been there. These men have started games year in, year out for their national sides.
Saliba was there last World Cup.
Broski, he
What
was
he
on the
doing?
bench.
He's on the
bro.
bench.
Come on. You can't bring that back up now.
Squad and moots.
You can't bring that back up now. You can't bring that back up now.
Christian Romero was lifting because I didn't even bring.
How are you going to bring Christian?
I'm just saying.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just saying.
okay. You need to chill. You need to chill.
Don't make me judge this.
I like what you're saying, but you're bringing up too many brothers right now.
Hey.
Wow, that was wild.
Offensively, he's an aerial threat as well.
Oh.
I think he's a bigger aerial threat than Diaz, not Rudiger, but Diaz, yeah.
Yeah.
So-
For me,
okay.
Rudiger is like the barrier you're not breaking. I'm saying.
Can I ask you a final
have
question?
discussion
I
with
think
you
it's coming
second
up to
and third.
5 minutes. Can I ask you final
final
question?
questions, go on.
Final question, yeah. How much is Rudiger worth and how much is Saliba worth if they was to move next week?
That's
Tell
an
me.
age conversation.
Age.
That's
I'm
nasty
shutting it down.
work there.
I'm shutting-
That's
I'm
Tell me the
nasty
number.
work
Tell
there.
me the number.
That is
Tell me the number.
nasty work
The question-
there.
No.
So
I've
if we
asked you
do
a question, please.
So if I reduce Rudiger's age,
Don't reduce anything.
to Saliba's age,
Don't-
can we talk then?
No. Well, I've asked you a simple question. If they're both to move next
This is
week,
nasty. I refuse to answer.
let me ask you, who's the
I
most
take the piss.
expensive centre back in the world right now?
Ruben Diaz, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
Moved to City.
Who's the most
Who's got the highest market value?
Who's
Market value, what? The stuff that's made up by nerds on the internet. We don't listen to that.
But the fact of the matter, if I've asked you about
who's been
next
copped
week,
for the most money?
if I asked you
Who's
about
been copped? Who's been told that price tag on your head? You're the most expensive.
Who, Diaz? We've already dismissed Diaz at the argument. It's back. It's Rudiger here we're talking about.
You have. I'm saying
Diaz ain't-
you're chatting to Diaz and them, man.
You
Don't
think
chat
you
to
think
Rudiger.
Pep won't? You think
You're
Pep
not
won't?
chatting to
You
Rudiger.
think Pep won't swap Diaz for Saliba?
Age. Once again,
Wait,
he's
wait, wait,
using
wait,
the age.
let's shut it down.
He's using the age. He's an ageist. I can't for
shut
an
it
old
down.
head as well.
Ageist.
For an old head to do this.
Let's shut it down.
Oh.
Let's shut it down. Because I know what Turk's trying to do. Very clever. We didn't ask who was the higher market value defender. We didn't ask who was the younger defender. We didn't ask who had the most potential. The question was, who is the best defender?
Okay, what's
right
the
now?
best league in the world?
And I think,
What's the best league in the world?
I think you have sacrificed it even in the argument by saying Rudiger. But
I didn't say Rudiger's better.
it felt like you did.
No, I
but
didn't say Rudiger's
these
better.
are my points from observation. Now, you bringing up Romero nearly killed you, I'll
Hey,
be
hey,
honest.
hey.
Because
I just wanted to get. I just mentioned he's the World Cup.
That was-
while
Yo,
Where's
Lampard was
our
scrubbing
10
boots.
seconds?
I'm not gonna lie, you man overdone the
No,
time.
we need our 10 seconds.
Final 10 seconds, because I have come to my conclusion. Unless you can change it in the last 10 seconds,
Yes.
I've come to my,
I have
come to my
nothing to
conclusion.
say.
So go on.
Go for it.
10 seconds, yeah? Best league in the world, best defense in the world. Now at France, best defense in the Euros right now. Youngest, most transfer value. Broski. How many more things do you want, bro? He can head, he can play out the back, he can tackle.
You know what? If this was FIFA, he would have sold me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get you like that.
Yeah.
Real life football.
This guy's doing the
Rudiger is the
Mandem
best
thing. Don't
defender in the
fall for
world.
it. Don't fall for the Mandem
This
thing.
is Rudiger's world.
Ah,
The rest of the
that's
centre
it,
backs
that's
are just
it,
living
that's
in
it,
it.
I'm judging this based upon the fact that Rudiger, from Chelsea Champions League winning time,
Who would you take at Chelsea
which
next
was
week? Who
the
would
best
you take
defense.
at Chelsea
You've
next
had
week?
experience.
which was the
No, let
best,
me ask
which
this
was the
question.
best defense
Let me
in
ask
Champions
this
League
question. Let me ask this
history,
question.
really.
Matisse,
No,
who-
no,
In the
our time
knockouts.
is up.
Hold
Our
on.
time is up.
In the knockouts.
Who would he take?
From that period all the way to now, in the Euros, right, with Germany and obviously with Madrid, I'm looking at Saliba and Gabriel as a partnership, but it was partly Saliba in the Champions League this year. When it came to crunch time, he did make a very big error that you just can't make at this level. He still has to close a trophy, a major trophy.
What
To
big
be
error?
the best defender,
What big
you've
error?
got to finish off the job. Now, you saw it
was shaky.
It was a
It was shaky.
it was a few errors.
Bayern.
I don't want to
wasn't a
get
big
into
error.
specifics. But this isn't an AFTV.
We can find
This is not
some
AFTV
stuff, but,
insight.
you know.
I don't have James B by my side, but I don't want to get into
Broski,
the
you're
I don't
just-
want to get into the insights.
Give
But
me the volcano sauce, because you're rounding up to some nonsense, bro.
I
All
just-
I'm going to say to you,
Saliba-
you would take Saliba next week ahead of
Yeah, but
Rudiger.
it's not about the
And
next 10
Rudiger's in
years.
his prime. So how you man arguing this
Prime-
age thing?
because
prime-
he is in his
How
prime
old is
and
Rudiger?
30s.
he's in
This
his
is what we're calling prime
30
now.
for a centre back. Yeah, that's prime.
he's
bro.
at his peak and he
Oh,
is
32. Yeah, that's
at his
still end
peak,
of prime.
in my opinion, the better defender
Is he 32,
right
yeah?
now. So
Fucking
Turkish, unfortunately.
Volcano sauce. Volcano for
sauce
volcano.
for
Real
you,
men,
brother.
yeah?
You got me.
Yeah, real men.
You know what? Real men.
He
We
really
do it, we
pushed.
do it.
He really
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
He
yeah.
really
You know
did
what?
push, though. He really did push.
He used my own card against you.
But market value's mad. I'll be right.
I can't lie. It's because it's actually good. I can't lie.
It
to
is
you.
good. It is good. It is actually really good.
Just so the
We
camera
might not
see
even
it.
try the other sources. I'll be honest. And it's not like overpowering. Like it's solid heat,
Yeah.
consistent heat.
I'm glad how that ended up.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Like I said, if there's anyone I give to Rudiger, but cool.
yeah. That was a strong
bring
debate.
that
You know what you do, yeah?
Romero.
I knew I had the big rock in Rudiger. The
Yeah.
other ones were just pebbles.
Skimming them off the surface.
Yeah.
There you are, guys. I've chosen Rudiger. That was my decision. It's not biased. I truly do believe that he is the best defender in the world right now, based upon performances and obviously accolades.
Can you tell them who you would take?
But in your defense, in terms of the future, the next 10 years, of course you would take Saliba because he's younger and his ceiling is ridiculous. So fair play to him.
Who's
fair
being
play to him.
ageist now?
You.
You don't
you,
want
still
Rudiger
you,
because he's old.
And just before we go, I just remembered, little bonus, but these two face off very, very soon. The Netherlands versus Turkey.
Yeah.
Please talk
Big
to me.
one.
Predictions, like, what's the feeling? Confidence?
First things first, the two best sets of fans in the tournament.
Facts.
Easy.
Facts.
It's going to be an enjoyable watch. I'm
Crazy
going to be
atmosphere.
there. It's
You're
gonna
gonna be there,
crazy
innit?
atmosphere. So first and foremost, big them up,
Yeah.
both sets of fans. It's a game that can go either way, you know. Netherlands are favourites. I
Yeah.
think they're coming off the back of a good performance. We're coming
Yeah.
off the back of a strong performance, which we needed because our defence has been shaky. But we held Austria still. It can go either way, but I think Turkey, Berlin is outside of Turkey, Berlin has the biggest Turkish population of any city in the world. It's a home game. It's going to be crazy, and hopefully we can turn that 12th man into something. Even though they're gonna represent as well their neighbours. So
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's almost felt like playing in Germany. A lot of times, a lot of your games have been home games, but I feel like our fans have been able to match that. But on the pitch, I think in the knockout stage, this is where it comes down to the big players, individual step up. And I'm looking at Arda Güler, Cody Gakpo, two players who I think stand out this tournament. They're going to be the difference makers, I think. And I think the run Gakpo's on at the moment, I think he's going to be the one to kind of drag us through. So I'm going 2-1 Netherlands, but I think it could go to extra time, honestly. I thought similarly against Romania was going to be a tough game, and I think we made easier work of that. But I don't think Turkey are going to sit back like Romania did.
No.
They've got threats. They've got attackers that can actually do damage. So I think it'll be a tight game early on, but once it opens up, it's going to be a free-for-all.
I'm saying 3-2 Turkey. I think it's going to be goals.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mad one. But I'm going 3-2. Arda Güler, but he's already joined elite names. Rooney, Ronaldo, Arda Güler, only teenagers to ever get a goal and an assist at a Euro tournament.
Wow.
Top bins. He's got goal of the tournament in my opinion.
Damn.
We've got save of the tournament from the Austria game. So we're all right.
Left back's
we
looking
regained
decent
our
as well.
respect. Our left back.
I don't want to
Our
stress
left
you
back is
out,
cold.
but I just want to remind you, whoever wins this is in the last 4 semi-finals. They'll be walking
Crazy.
out, and you're on the side of the draw.
But that's
where
heritage for them. Like, you lot,
Yeah.
You
We've
are,
done it a few
you're
times,
on the
yeah.
side of the draw. You could go to a final. Can you imagine Turkey in a final?
it'd be mad, bro.
We won't see you.
You
You'll
won't
be
see
out
me.
there.
You know, I'm taking
Regardless.
your ticket from TikTok. you better tell TikTok those have been robbed. Because that's what's going to happen.
Hey, get that insurance claim in early. Hey.
Damn, you better win.
Think about it. Now you better know who you're rooting for.
I feel like we'll be able to do it as well.
He doesn't realise I'm coming
Bro, we'll be ready.
Yes, guys, and welcome back. We've just had the main course. Got a little bit of room for dessert as well. And for the final round, we're going to do an interesting one. Will Mbappe overtake Henry's legacy? And listen, we're going to do this one a little bit different. I've got a coin here. Heads is for, tails is against.
How are we flipping the coin though?
This is. I need to see what your debating skills are like off the dome. I don't want this, pre-prepared answers. So
Fair.
I'll let you decide. Heads or tails? Where do you want to go?
I want what he don't want.
What you got? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails. Heads. So you'll be heads. You'll be tails.
Okay.
So you'll be against. You'll be for. So you'll be for Mbappe surpassing Henry's legacy.
You got lucky.
And you'll be against.
Look at you. You're just so lucky because you know if it was the other way around.
You know what's mad? I was already plotting my way of if I get 4, what I'm going to do. So now go ahead, man.
I mean,
tell me
okay,
why do you think that?
let's start with.
Don't forget
think
this,
that?
by the way.
Well, I can't answer that, but I'm ready to debate.
You hear that? You hear that? Did you
This
hear
is
that?
the mentality this judge likes to see.
Don't ask me questions.
Yeah.
What I can say is what Mbappe has done in his World Cups is incredible.
Top scorer World Cup 98 for France.
Incredible.
Henry was top scorer for World
What
France
he
98.
did in that final with Messi, the way they danced, the way they gave each other the look of the shoulders each time one of them banged in a goal. I ain't never seen Henry go band for band like that in a final. He just hasn't, right? And then even the final that he won
Overrated.
at 18,
That final was overrated in my
what
opinion.
he did at 18 in the World Cup, unbelievable as well. We put it with R9 in terms of the records and the. So Mbappe from the international level, for me, he's cleared Henry already. I think we need to just be honest about it. He's cleared Henry already.
No.
So when we go to club level,
They've won the same international. Yeah, actually.
but what he did,
Have France won a Euros with Mbappe?
Henry
No.
was with Zidane. You know this.
Henry won a World
He's
Cup
with-
and a Euros.
He's with Zidane. He was.
Mbappe's with Kante. He's been with Pogba.
But he's
He's
the
been with
main
Griezmann.
attacking star.
He's been with Varane.
You even said yourself.
He's been with
You
all
even
of these.
said
Are these men not cold
You've even
players?
said yourself, Henry was Zidane's little brother on international stage.
For France, yeah. But so was
Tap in the head.
Vieira. So
Mbappe
was-
ain't got no little brother.
Zidane's
He's
an
got
icon.
Dembele.
Because Zidane's
He's got
an icon.
Giroud, who you
Zidane's
won't let
an
me prop
icon.
up.
Zidane's
So
an
you
icon.
know.
Do France have any icons in their team now like Zidane? No. There's not many icons in world football. Probably you can count it on 2 hands.
All I'm saying is-
icons are different, and Henry played in a French team with an icon. There's nothing
Yeah.
we can do about that. Listen, Brazil.
Make the case.
Brazil. You think Ronaldinho wasn't R9's little brother for Brazil when they won stuff? But Dino's an icon.
I hear
R9's
it.
an
I'm not saying
icon.
Henry's not an
happens.
icon. I'm just saying
But
Mbappe
Mbappe's not
hasn't.
an icon.
Mbappe's not had the same help I don't feel that Henry had at an international level, and even then I think Mbappe's individual performances on an international stage has surpassed Henry.
Individual performances, I'll give you that.
Individual performances, big moments, I think he's already surpassed him. And at this young age, he's still got so much time to go. Then when we go to club level, PSG, it's only just the beginning. You know, we've seen him score at Old Trafford. We've seen him, but Henry can go for this as well. But Nou Camp, we've seen what he's done in the Champions League. Should have won it. Should have won it there. I think if he'd won the Champions League at PSG, I think this conversation would be very difficult for you. I think almost impossible for you, I'll be honest. But because he hasn't done that, I have to just go off the fact that he's just mashed work at Monaco, mashed work at PSG. He's PSG's all-time leading goal scorer, setting records left, right, and centre. And now he's going to go to Real Madrid, the biggest club in the world with the biggest pressure.
And he better stand
and he's
up.
got to lead that line because he's probably going to be wearing the number 9. Because
And they just won the Champions League.
And you better stand up.
That's a solid
You better
case.
stand up.
Yeah.
But look at him. You've just mentioned his career, and there isn't much to it because he hasn't tested himself. You know, Henry also left Monaco. It didn't work out for him at Juve. 6 months later, he goes into a new league again, Arsenal. Is he a winger? Juventus are flirting with a fullback idea. He becomes the best striker in Premier League history. Premier League history. Right now, the best league in the world of all time, top 3. In probably Premier League's best era, quality-wise, in my opinion, the 2000s. Best ever player, forget the Premier League, in English football history. So until Mbappe comes to do it in Spain, or in Italy, or dare I say it, come to England and do it, he cannot talk to Henry because internationally they won the same. Henry was dealing with an icon, that icon took centre stage. Mbappe is the equivalent in terms of he's the centre stage player at France now. But they've won the same. Actually, Henry's got a Euros. Mbappe hasn't got that yet. You can talk about a final where he scored a hat-trick. What did he do for the first 81 minutes before he got a penalty? What did he do for the first 81 minutes of that game before he got a penalty? Absolutely nothing. He bags the penalty, then he bags a beautiful goal. In extra time, what did he do apart from bagging another penalty? So you're telling me in a 120-minute game, he didn't do anything for about 116 of those minutes. But because he bagged 2 penalties and 1 wonder goal and didn't win the tournament, you're going to bring that to Henry's door. Henry's done that. He left Arsenal, became part of the most iconic at the time front three ever in club football, surpassed by MSN. But at that time, Henry, Eto'o, Messi scored 100 goals. They was the first to do it. They won the treble. They was the first to do it. They built the platform for what came next at Barca. People can't forget that. Yes, Henry again.
Zidane and Messi.
At Barca, he
Nice.
wasn't the
Must
icon.
be nice, hey?
He wasn't the icon at
Must be
Barca.
nice, hey?
It must be,
Must be nice, hey?
it must be nice. Hold
You
on.
are Claude.
What did he say? If Mbappe won Champions League with PSG, it would be hard for me. Didn't they have Messi for 2 years? Didn't they have Neymar for 2
Yo.
years? They had a Miami Heat front three.
Yeah.
You had that front three
So
where
let me
it's
ask
like,
you,
let's put the best players there. And then
So
let's,
do you believe in your heart and
and
soul?
I'm saying you like it's PSG, but
Do
I
you,
mean,
do you
Mbappe-
believe in your heart and soul that Mbappe can't overstep Henry's legacy
No,
with the
because-
rest of his career?
Shut-
Or do you believe there's a chance and he just hasn't done it yet? Because if he hasn't done it yet, that's fair. But I believe the question is, can he, right?
Yes.
Do you think he can? Because
Okay.
at Madrid, you know, if it gets crazy Champions League wise, if he starts racking them
Can
up.
I ask you two something? Honest question, don't laugh. I'm just getting somewhere, yeah? I'm going to ask you first. De Bruyne or Zidane?
Zidane.
De Bruyne or Zidane? That's crazy that you're thinking. So
I'm just trying to piss you off. Zidane. go on.
Okay. Now, if someone looks at paper and reels off statistics and reels off all of these consistency and they'd probably say, fuck, you know, look at Zidane's stats compared to this guy modern. A lot of new age fans would say
Yeah.
De Bruyne. Zidane's an icon. You cannot predict who becomes an icon.
Yeah.
It just happens. And do I think Mbappe can become an icon? At this moment, no, because firstly, he has the way he's maneuvered his career hasn't been the best. He's nearly come up to mid-20s, if not mid-20s already, and he hasn't tested himself in a top league. And now he's going to the best team in the world that have just won everything. So what is he going to go and level up there?
So 10 seconds, wrap it up for me now. I feel like you guys have both made solid cases. Sum it up for me in a nutshell, why you think Mbappe will surpass.
I think if Mbappe can go to the biggest club in the world and spearhead that team and take almost the mantle from Vinny, take it from Rodrigo, take it from Endrick and say, no, I am him at the biggest club and the biggest stage and rack up Champions Leagues and La Ligas, I think the legacy is going to be there regardless, whether people like it or not.
Yeah.
He's going to have put in on an international and club stage, he's going to have completed everything you need to complete.
And what are you saying to the opposite in terms of that he won't pass?
Listen, Mbappe, I'm going to take Henry out the equation and say Mbappe can do whatever he wants to do for the next years, rack up Champions Leagues. He will never touch an R9. He will never touch a Messi. He will never touch an Henry. He will never touch a Maradona. He will never touch these men because they're icons. They're GOATs. It's a different level.
They're your icons,
Boys,
but
I
what will the
can't
next
lie.
generation's icons be?
This generation's tapped. I don't care what
Your
the
son
icons
might
are.
say Mbappe's better than Henry. What are you going to do then?
Yeah, then he's going to get a high.
I can't lie. This has been a tough one because
Except it's a
at
Turkish
the
household,
start,
bro.
you had me going, and then I can't lie. I feel like you pulled me back towards the end, especially when you started reminding me as well that what him, Eto'o, and
Treble,
Messi
yeah,
did
yeah.
together as well, and then you also dunked back on him that Mbappe had his turn with Messi. I can't lie, Matisse.
Fair.
You got to hold
Fair
the
enough.
volcano once
Fair
again
enough.
for that one. Like you
Volcano
debated that
for
very well,
volcano.
Turkish.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Although I do actually agree that Mbappe, I think, will surpass eventually.
You think
the
he'll be an
Madrid
icon?
move makes it almost
You think he'll
inevitable.
become an icon?
I think once the moments that he's had at the World Cup almost inevitably make him an icon. And I think
You
at
think this
those-
Real team will work with the character
that's the
Jude
biggest
is
question.
and,
I think
and
that will be
Vinicius?
the biggest
finals-
because essentially,
them
as you-
finals for Henry got to count for
remember
something,
they've
bro.
just won a
It's
Champions
a
League,
shame.
so it's a case of.
The camera stopped running, mate.
Hey,
camera's still rolling.
Well,
Argument's
listen. I hope you guys have enjoyed that. Matisse, go and get your volcano there.
Just saying, bro. Them,
Stop
This
dipping it
brother-
like it's a
A good dip, man. This is the last round as well. Yes, there we go.
you man
Let
are
the
mad.
camera see that.
do it for Lampard.
You know
man.
he's going to be vomiting on the floor later. Listen, for the behind the scenes of that, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. Like the video on your way out as well. It has been a good one, boys. Appreciate you joining me. Make sure you guys go check out the chicken shop as well. Big thank you to the guys here at the Camden store as well. Make sure you guys go and check out the Biscoffee shake as well. Matisse has down about 2 of them throughout this. So make sure you guys go and get yours. 6 locations all throughout London as well. So go and get involved. Big up to the chicken shop, guys. Till next time, take care.
We're down at a chicken shop and we've got the volcano sauce that we're going to sneak into the new Biscoff Banoffee milkshake and see if we can prank Fuad and Matisse. Let's see if they enjoy this one.
New milkshake, Banoffee, taste test. I will give 1 to you and I'll give 1 to Fuad.
Oh, I get sick.
On camera, yeah, we got 6.
Listen, you see this, yeah? I didn't even know it was new. I just had it and immediately it hit me. I said, yo, why am I getting biscuit? But I'm also getting milkshake at the same time. I've consumed it. This is my second. I don't know why he's giving me another one for, because I've already had 2. Listen. You're foul.
Oh, the volcano sauce and our milkshake. See, the thing is, when you have the volcano sauce, you need the milkshake straight after.
You've wasted a milkshake as well. You've had. Wait, has it touched the? Has it touched the milkshake? Can I have the rest of it?
You still gonna drink that, cuz? Yeah, the mid. I mean, you can suck the.
Man, wasted the thing.
You see, when you have the volcano sauce.
Have you done it with Fuad?
It's coming, bro.
You're
We're lining
foul.
them up. We're lining them up.
You're foul.
When you have the hot sauce, you want the milkshakes. We thought if we blend it, then it might be a smart thing. But you didn't like that, no?
You're a bad man, you know.
Where did you spit it out? Over there. Oh! Like,
He's a bad guy.
I think what you're doing. Okay, we got you doing a lot. It's
Now it's B-roll time.
just quickly, new milkshake. You know, it's still a taste test. It's the Banoffee one. They want you to just let you finish that first.
No. Do it mid while I'm eating this so I can
Okay,
get
cool.
the balance up.
Come, okay. Obviously, chicken shop, new Banoffee milkshake. I've had loads of these. Matisse had about 7 of these. It's now your turn to have a taste test. Get the crunch. Big slurp.
All right.
Let's do this. Horse.
Crazy.
Crazy.
but-
Crazy. Big slurp. Allow
No.
Big son. Everything that comes out says so.
Now you see you. Oh my god! Is this what we're doing now?
It wasn't me. It was him.
Oh my god, bro! Right, that went straight to the skull. Cause I thought, yo, why is this slow?
Matisse did it as well. It's not me. It's the man behind the camera. You know, I would never do that to you. I'm sorry.
Don't do this to me, bro.
I had to run round the corner. because of that.
Did you swallow? Pause.
Oh my god, bruv.
Yeah, you're right. It's got a bit. It's nice. That's nice.
I gotta make sure now.
That weren't me.
Bruv, don't touch me.
No, I'm so. Hey.
No, this is now real Banoffee. Now, do you want an actual taste test?
No,
Because this is fucking incredible, but you're a waste, man.
weren't me.
So basically, the
So
whole
the,
guy.
so the whole so the how much did you drink?
Bro, the whole fucking thing, I think. Because I was like, this must be the flavor or something. I'm trying to not to, break face here. I'm like, yo, let me keep professional. And then it just hit the back of the head and I'm like, yeah, forget this. I know what you done. Surround yourself with better people.
No.